Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Lead's YouTube channel. And I'm really glad today we have Dr. Yasmin Qazi, who works with the David Lucille and Packard Foundation. She is a very important person for our organization. We are collaborating with her in Our World project, which is a project about women leadership in reproductive health and development. And ma'am, we would like to ask you something. First of all, tell me, why are we focusing on reproductive health issue in Pakistan? Is it such a huge problem?
The reproductive health issues are extremely important as far as Pakistan's perspective is concerned, because if you look at the indicators, all the indicators of reproductive health, we realize that we are lagging much behind than the developed countries. And these indicators are very much, expressed in the new framework, the global framework that the world has agreed to acted upon, which is the MDG, Millennium Development Goals. And if you look at those goals, we would realize that all three goals, 3, 4 and 5, are related to women's rights and women's, reproductive health. And these are so important because Pakistan has not had a very good record as far as these indicators are concerned. And this is an area in the development that has been traditionally weaker, and we need to concentrate much more on these compared to the other development goals that we have set for.
You've talked about MDG 3, 4 and 5, and I know it's a daunting task. So in your opinion, what should be the strategy, what should be the plan where all of the stakeholders can collaborate for some tangible results?
Well, for all the three MDGs, 3, 4 and 5, the first thing that we need to understand, they're all interrelated and they cannot be separated from each other. Normally what programs and projects tend to do is to just pick up one of the things and then did forget about the other indicators. So the mother and child health are closely interrelated, and they are interrelated with the women's rights and women's own empowerment, which is MDG 3. So I think the programs and strategies need to be designed in a way where all the three components can be interactive with each other, and especially in the MDG 5B that has been added as a component for family planning, which is like really the key for MDG 5 and also for the MDG 4, because most of the reasons for the maternal mortality has been cited because of the repeated pregnancies, because of the lack of spacing between the subsequent pregnancies, and most of the time when we lose a mother during a childbirth, we also lose the newborn. So it's all interrelated, and that's why if we want to really improve that, the three strategies around these goals need to be closely interlinked and interactive.
Now, we have a very young segment of population, very young people between age groups of 15 to 25, young girls and boys. What would be your message to them?
The message for the young people is that they should understand, they should realize that what are the reasons that Pakistan has lagged behind the development. The reasons all around the women, the girls' education, the girls' empowerment, the girls' rights, and they need to understand, the importance of family planning, the contraception, all things around reproductive health, to be able to have a better, not only health of their own, but for their families and for the children to come.
Now, we've talked about women empowerment. Now, and since this project is all about leadership and men and women leaders, how do you think leadership will play a role in propagating awareness about this issue?
The leadership is always we see as a kind of a leveraging strategy for any of the work that we do, because we feel the leaders are the champions. They're the champions of certain causes. So if we have women leaders who are already leaders in their own fields and constituency, and they take reproductive health as a cause that they can champion for, that we have a much more rapid multiplier effect than sometimes what we see through maybe marketing and all that, because it's very much about people's own behavior. It's very much about people's own attitudes, and having those champions who could, talk about these issues and can lend their voices to these causes can have a tremendous effect.
We talked about behavioral change. Do you think we need to bring a change in the curriculum, in the education system, so that information about reproductive health can be incorporated?
Some of our grantees are working very closely with that context, because we need to start talking about reproductive health as early as we can, which means introducing the life skill based education curriculum in the schools, in secondary schools, and also starting in the at the level of beyond schools as well. But these are the information that needs to be introduced within the education curriculum of the public sector, because that's the largest provider of the education, whatever quality it may have. But the large number of population do access to these schools. Whoever have the opportunity to go to school, we still cannot rule out all those children who are not able to go to school. So out of school children are as important as those who go to school. But definitely including that in the curriculum, and also strengthening the curriculum of the pre-service training of medical graduates as well, because we have seen that the medical curriculum does not really address not only medical but the nursing and all those curriculum. They do not have a very strong component on the reproductive health. So yes, the curriculum, the pre-service, the in-service curriculum revision is one of the large part of the strategy on which some of our grantees are very actively working at.
What will be your message to the people who look at this YouTube video? Do you have any message for any other person?
Well, my message would be very clear that in Pakistan, it's an emergency situation. We should declare family planning as an emergency work, because if we are not able to take the family planning messages to the lots of the women who are dying unnecessarily because of repeated pregnancies, because of unsafe abortion, and because of unattended skilled birth attendants, then we are all responsible, and we should all feel guilty and responsible for all those women. So my message would be for everybody, they should try to understand what is reproductive health. All the young people to know more about it, and they should be more committed to bring the change in Pakistan. And if anybody wants to contact me, they can contact me through LEAD, of course, and I would be very happy to respond to any questions.